Yeah, my name's Zakashi, and in this video we've got a new event coming. Preview from the original series, the dreaded Ginyu Force Overhaul. We're actually going to be getting a Zenkai Ex Krillin. Now this EX Krillin here, he's low-key clutch if you use him properly. We're going to look into his kit and what he has, but he's obviously going to get better. So if we actually go into the preview, you know, I gotta make it full screen like I always do for you guys. Preview, like I already read, this is the preview date, or is it the event? Today is actually the 15th, so this is just for the preview, but the event will actually start on the 17th, so that's in 2 days from when I'm recording this. And there's no end date from what I can see, so it just says continue, so it seems like it's going to be here for a minute. But this EX Krillin here, he's actually solid when paired with Goku's, and you'll see why I say that. So it's going to be like the typical EX grind. You need them 7 stars just like every Zenkai in the game. If you don't have them 7 stars, then you can't Zenkai Awaken them. But it says here to get the character 100 Z power, and then keep gathering more Z power until you limit break them to 7 star. So there'll be some Z power in the event for you to actually get him to 7 star. I don't know if there'll be Z power enough for you to get him all the way to 7 star, but they do always give out Z power in these EX events. Get Zenkai Awakening Z power and awaken them. This is actually in the event, so once you've got them 7 stars, but even if you don't have them 7 stars, you can collect this Awakening Z power, and then say if you didn't have them Zenkai 7 stars, the Awakening Z power will still add up, but it will only appear on the character once you have them at least 7 stars. But if you have them 7 stars, then for every 1000 Awakening Z power that you gather, there'll be a new Zenkai class. So Zenkai 1000 Awakening Z power, and you get the gist all the way to Zenkai 7. That's pretty much the bulk of it. I'm not gonna lie, beyond the Zenkai Awakening, because that's what you're gonna use him for. But it's just knowing like what actually comes with the Zenkai Awakening. So here we've got him before the Zenkai. What I want you to look at is his main ability, which is neat. He gets 20% damage inflicted for the allies on his team, and he draws a blue card. So you can just imagine that this guy would fit perfectly with the LF Goku. He also shortens the sub count by 5, so you can easily just switch back in. And apart from that, it's his unique abilities. So the first one, when this character switches standby, plus 20% damage by allies for 20 time accounts. So that's 40 already that you can get. And then he restores his own ki by 30, but that applies to everybody on your team. And then the second one applies the following effects to allies when this character is defeated. So 15% damage inflicted, he gives death buffs, and then plus 30% ki recovery. That's neat. They are cancelable though, so you gotta be careful. But specifically to Goku, he gives 15% damage inflicted as well, and then plus 25 special move damage, which is pretty neat. But then if we go into his Zenkai Awakening, you can see here the main things I'm looking for are the main ability to change, but it didn't change unfortunately. Looking at the unique ability, which is the main thing, because he probably will be solid, but that unique ability that he had was neat. But we want to see the new unique abilities he's got. The ki recovery went up, which is neat, and I think this went up by 5%. Looking at the Zenkai ability that you get at Zenkai 3, the following effects occur when this character is defeated. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10% of damage inflicted for 30 time accounts. Increases on Dragon Balls by 1. Okay. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 5 to all arts costs for 20 time accounts. And then down here, get with powerful class awakening. So this is at Zenkai 6. Plus 10% to damage inflicted by allies from Battlestar for 60 time accounts. Cannot be cancelled. And then applies the following effects to self when enters the battlefield. So ki restored by 20, and then plus 40% for 20 time accounts. So that if that's every time that he switches in 20 time accounts, you could probably get up to 80% more damage. And that's not even knowing what his stats are like after Zenkai Awakening. So this could actually be really solid. But out of all the EXs, I feel like this guy has the most potential. Besides from Nappa, of course, because Nappa's solid. Raditz had potential as well, but blue units that are Saiyans are already OP. So Nappa suits more for a Saiyan team than Red. But this guy, he's not a Saiyan or anything. He's just a super warrior, if anything. But he will be paired together with Goku's because of the way he buffs, especially that unique ability. But there are some also equipments here which are pretty neat. There was one equipment that I saw that was really neat. Like this one here is an Awakening equipment. Not too interested in that. This one here is as well, Ginyu Force. I think that's already in the game. This one's already in the game. This one's already in the game. In the game. This one's pretty neat, but it only applies to better. This one here, inflicted damage 5 to 15%. That's all round damage, or special moves, taps, long range taps. Like this one here is neat. But that's pretty much it for the event. Like, it's pretty much just grinding the Zenkai Awakening power so you can Zenkai Awaken him. I always advise that you do these EXs, because you'll never know when you need somebody. Like, even for the Ultra Space Time Rush, like, it could just make your life easier, the fact that you have the EX just available, or free to play units at that. So yeah, there's going to be some Chrono Crystals, of course, to get in this event, so you'd play it naturally. But there was no expiry date of the event, so I'm assuming it's going to be here for a while. But I don't know that yet. Literally, it just says 17th and then no continuation. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. The event's on its way. We'll just have to see when it drops. This is on Wednesday. We don't know what else is going to drop on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.